Hey Liz, what's up? I'm here to talk about Season 2, Episode 6, and the Infernal Contract. Now, I don't have too much to say about this episode because it is a filler episode, and with the filler episodes, my memory isn't that good of them. I forget things, I don't feel huge emotions for them. Those emotions usually come with the big episodes. Season 1, Episode 1, Season 1, Episode 5, Season 1, Episode 10, Season 2, Episode 1 through 3, and Episode 5. Why is it always Episode 1 and 5? I don't know. But, so we're here to talk about Deal with the Devil. We're getting to scary places with this show. I mean, come on! Season 1, we're like, oh, look, dragons! Oh, look, Nikola Tesla! Season 2, we're like, the devil. Literally the devil. Okay. So like I said, I'm not a big fan of filler episodes usually, but I think I'm just having trouble this season because over the summer I got so excited about Evelyn and Cassandra and all my huge feelings about the show that when you have normal episodes that are good episodes but where that stuff isn't there, that's just because this is the type of show that is, I feel disappointed, but really I don't have anything to be disappointed about. So I just need to stop getting so overexcited. I also have trust issues with shows because my old favorite show, Once Upon a Time, gave me what used to be the best show on TV. Now it's like my least favorite show ever, and it gave me so many trust issues with TV shows, fearing that they're going to go horrible, horrible places, and I'm going to grow to hate them, and I don't want that to happen because I love the Librarians so much. But when you notice patterns that are the same as how much you loved your old favorite TV show that ended up disappointing you, and that's how you feel about this show, it's scary. So don't ever let that happen to you if you can avoid it. But we're not here to talk about other TV shows, we're here to talk about the Librarians. So the episode starts, and Eve is with Sam Dennings, who is her ex-coworker and ex-boyfriend, because we needed an ex-boyfriend to add to all the tension that is going on with Evelyn. Why do I sound like Cassandra? I sound like Cassandra. I'm watching the Librarians. Apparently, I'm shifting into the voice of Lindy Booth, but now I know I can do that voice. That's really cool because I've tried to do it, intentionally and it doesn't work, but then I did it unintentionally and now I can do it. Speaking of voices, Cassandra and Jenkins, probably the best part of this episode. Well, this is the episode that had all the set pictures in the middle of the summer that had us all freaking out because Jake and Cassandra were wearing matching colors and who was this guy Eve was with? And so none of that ever really came to pass. But we did get to see them in fancy clothes. And what we got was great for a different reason. Cassandra playing Jenkins' trophy wife, him playing her sugar daddy, the voice, yeah, big daddy, and she slaps his ass. Yeah! Mazel tov, because I was freaking out because A, I was horrified, and B, it was hysterical, and I really didn't know what to feel about that. I also had that great funny moment where Ezekiel stole Jake's wallet and took the money out, so Jake was getting really upset. This show is just so great because it's just so charming. It's just so lighthearted and funny when we're not talking about Cassandra's tumor. It's funny. Yeah, that sums it up. When we're not talking about Cassandra's tumor, or Jake's horrible family past, or even Flynn's relationship problems. Maybe this isn't so funny, but it can be funny when it's not emotional, and it's more funny than it is emotional. But then we only think about the emotions. I am here to talk about the episode. I'm sorry, I'm in a very rambly mood lately. Anyway, speaking of, we had Eve and Sam, so we kind of had two separate stories going on here. We had Eve and Sam, and then Jenkins and the Litz. And Jenkins was kind of switching back between the two teams, and they were working separately. Honestly, even Sam, if my heart didn't belong to Evelyn, I would ship that. And I was kind of mad at myself that I wasn't hating it. If things didn't work out with Flynn, and I'm not saying they won't, if things don't work out with Flynn, I'm going to be devastated, and that's the only thing I would want to happen. But if they didn't, I would want her to be with Sam as a second choice. Not that I want to put a second choice up there. Although I wouldn't be opposed to Eve and Jake either. Again, Not in favor of it, just not totally opposed. Don't go making assumptions. My heart belongs to Jake and Cassandra and even Flynn, okay? That's all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm in a really weird mood today. I'm sorry if I'm being annoying, because this is definitely very weird. Anyway, so there's a contract with the devil, and basically I love this. This was so clever. I'm still not sure of everything. I have to rewatch this episode because the details were so complicated, I didn't catch everything. So whoever makes the deal, there's a price for them, like they have to sell their soul, and then in order to make what they want to happen, bad things happen to other people in order to make that happen. Sam wanted to be a hero, so a tragedy had to happen in the town for him to be the hero of said tragedy. And additionally, whenever there's a deal with the devil, there's also a tragedy every 44 years. I don't even know, man. I gotta piece this all together. This episode was so complicated. Maybe that's why it's all a blur in my head, because it was just complicated. Okay, so everything works out for the best because our clever little Eve writes her name over Sam's on the contract. By the way, with Sam in the contract, I knew it. When he signed that contract, I was like, I knew it. He was shady. And I just, maybe because I just don't want to trust anybody with her that's not Flynn. Just saying, Eve. Everybody this season who you've had romantic affiliations with, other than Flynn, has betrayed you. Not that Flynn's been doing much better, but he didn't betray you. Like Moriarty and Sam. But Eve, our favorite little Eve, was writing her name over the contract and then wished for the devil to be human. So clever. And there was a scene where the librarians were almost dying, which kind of had me freaking out, but we've also seen trailers and sneak peeks from future episodes, so we knew they were all going to be okay. But still, yikes. And that's it. And the end was so sweet, where Jenkins came to save them, and then he was taking care of them, and he put the blanket over Ezekiel, like, just taking care. It was so sweet, and Jenkins saying he's the caretaker. That's his job. He's a caretaker, and they're such a family. It's really so sweet, and yeah. So, next week we have the Dorian Gray episode, which is so cool. I can't believe it's episode 7 next week, which normally this has gone so quickly, and normally for any TV show this would be fine, but we only get 10 episodes, so the season's more than half over now, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. No, I am sure. I don't feel good about it. I really hope we get a season 3, because I need a season 3. Yeah. And so next week we have a Dorian Gray episode, and that's the other Fancy Clothes episode that had the shippers freaking out. So we shall see what goes on. Yeah, guys, don't forget my fanfiction.net account, Kingdom Keepers 365. Starting on December 1st, I am going to have a Christmas fanfiction countdown, writing like really short fics once a day. Each one's going to be titled with a Christmas carol. I already have the first one written. Text me Merry Christmas. You can send prompts to my Tumblr Ask Box, Kingdom Keepers 365, or you can message me on Tumblr, or you can leave it in a review for the fanfictions once we started doing those. Comment here. I don't care what you do. If you've got a story that you want to see this Christmas season for the Librarians, or if you've got a song that you want me to use to inspire a fic, leave it in anywhere that I've mentioned. And yeah, just keep in mind if you're sending me those prompts, they do need to be, I do want to keep it generally fluffy. This is a happy time, and they need to be things that can fit in like a 1 to 2 page size fic. It's not, I gotta get these up every day. Alright, well, that's it. I hope you guys liked the episode, and I'll see you next week, Lits. Bye!